Yes, my remote finally works. Y'all, I've been really going back and forth with this remote. Back and forth trying to get my remote to work so I don't actually have to lean in and press start. Anyway, but at this point, it really don't even matter to me too much about, y'all seeing me press the start button or whatever. Like, just doing my videos authentic, raw, like I like to do. Anyway, I've been gone for so long. Make sure that's on. Yeah, I've been gone for so long. It's like your girl is back, and y'all see now that I got some car chronicles going on. But my situation is a little different now. Like I said, I'm not going to get into my personal business, but this video is basically about being humble because the Lord will definitely humble you. You thought you were humble? No, no, no. You know how you think you're humble now? The Lord will humble you even more. There's no such thing as being too humble. Being in this situation, you got to understand that you got to go through things to get to the treasure, to get to the destination. And, at times when you're going through situations, you may complain. You may be like, why is this happening to me? You may have questions. And, like I said, you may ask yourself, why is this happening? And it's okay. A lot of times going through a journey, we can beat ourselves up. I am one of the ones. Just now, y'all just had to have me a whole gospel song session. Sometimes you gotta put insert the Lord into your life some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like the past few days since I been in this moving situation, I've been feeling really disconnected from the Lord. I've been feeling, just feeling like I'm not hearing his voice, just feeling like I'm kind of just off, off. Like, just feeling a little off, a little disconnected. And when you feel like that and you get like that, you definitely got to take the time out to insert him in some type of way. And when I say that, I mean, even if it's listening to gospel music, having that quiet time, just talking to him. You don't got to set a timer to pray every hour, every 30 minutes, or set an alarm to wake up at a certain time and pray. No, like let it be natural. Let it be natural. Let it be authentic. One thing I know and one thing I'm learning, and the Lord don't even gotta tell, but like it's one thing when you develop a relationship with the Lord. For you to have a real relationship with the Lord, you have to be authentic. You have to be yourself. If you're not, if you're too like too busy trying to just depict this certain type of image and this certain type of picture perfect Christian that you got to be, and no, because you're not fooling nobody. You know what I'm saying? You may be fooling yourself or be fooling other people around you that see you. And if you go to church, you may be fooling your church home, but you're not fooling the Most High. You're not. The Most High know you're faking it. The Most High know you're not being genuine. You're not being real. Like I said, even if you got problems and you got issues, even if you feel like you're lukewarm, it's a way to get in God's good graces, and that's just by having faith and by believing in him, believing in Christ, believing in his son, and taking that step. Faith, you can have faith as like a mustard seed. Y'all know faith, the mustard seed faith. You can start with that and then it will grow. Like he'll work with that. He'll take whatever you got. He will meet you where you at, literally. Literally. So y'all, these past since I've been, like I said, I've been going through a moving process. And the past couple of weeks I just been feeling so like disconnected. Not like disconnected, but like when you're so busy and you got this and that going on all the time and you don't make time for the Lord, you begin to feel lost. And I'm telling y'all this from experience, that without the Lord in your life some type of way, you're gonna feel lost and you're gonna feel empty at the end of the day. Like at the end of the day, you're going to feel empty. If you don't know the Lord, you don't have a relationship with Christ, and like I said, you can come as you are and you don't got to be perfect. Stop trying to be perfect. Stop thinking that the Lord will just want you to be crystal clear, crystal clean when you come to him, because we're all like 50 rags. Okay. Yeah. But, if you don't make that time to make that connection and build that relationship, I'm telling you, when you have nothing, you will literally have nothing from the inside out. Rich people fill their days with money and and cars and liposuction and fine dining and taking a vacation or whatever so have you. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say a rich man is less likely to make it to heaven. But when you really, and when I say have nothing, I mean when you just have like just a humdrum life, that's really the best way to be. And the Lord has humbled me and my family, my mother, my daughter, so much to a point to where we're able to endure some things, and we have our moments where we might complain, might pout a little bit, but we straighten up real quick. Lord, I'm sorry. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, what I'm saying? We tighten up real quick, but it's definitely, it's a pleasure. It's definitely, it's a gift to go through hardship. And I know that sounds crazy. It sounds cliche. I hope I'm using that word the right way. I love that word cliche. I just want to know that I'm using it right. But it's definitely it's a privilege. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a privilege to go through hardship. You see people with the money, cars, clothes, shoes, eating good and all that stuff, and you think they got it all. But little do you know, they're battling so many demons, so many spirits. They're battling so many things in their mind behind closed doors, finna commit suicide, then get in front of a camera, get in front of faces, and they just smile like everything's okay, but inside they're screaming. And that's why I'm glad I wasn't born with a silver spoon. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you think you're humble until you're humbled even more. And the Lord will let you taste the finer things in life. And when we do taste it, we're grateful for it. You know what I'm saying? But we can never have too much. I feel like chosen ones, period, we can never really have too much until the Lord know that we're willing to handle it. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't always spend my money wisely. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to conclusion about that. I'm not always a good steward with my money. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord knows that, so he blesses me in increments, and that's okay, and I can deal with that. And when I'm blessed in increments, and then I may mess up or fall down or slip up or whatever. And the next time around, when that same blessing come around, it's like I know what to do. You're going to continue to go through the same cycle, the same situation, the same lesson until you learn something from it. Instead of being like, why is this happening to me? Be like, okay, what is the Lord trying to tell me? What do I need to learn out of this situation? You know what I'm saying? So I'm more and more becoming more like that, y'all. And I'm telling y'all, really, it helps you. Help yourself to just be in a positive attitude, no matter your situation, because it's always somebody that's in a more worse situation than you. You think you got it bad because you don't have a job right now. Like it's people that like they just out on the streets, homeless. I've seen homeless people happy, like buggies, got their blanket, they got their food in there. They just chilling. Hey, hey, have a conversation with you, and you can be entertaining the angel in plain sight, and you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Like people, it is possible to be happy with the small things. You know what I'm saying? So just wake up, show gratitude, and I try my best to do it every day because sometimes we're our biggest enemy, and I know that I can be a downer on myself sometimes. Wake up in the morning and you always just find something to complain about because our mind is automatically programmed to think negative because of the demands of the world, of the society. The commercials you see is always compare and contrast, comparing you to somebody, making you want to be more beautiful than you are, or making you want to be enhance yourself, and you get this and get that. So the society is programmed to make us constantly judge ourselves and constantly want more and more and more. It's greedy, being greedy and wanting and wanting and wanting and never being satisfied, because once you have it all, it's always going to be something else that you want. True satisfaction out of life is not from material things. It's from the inside. It's from intangible things, not things that are tangible. That's why the Lord say you whatever you cherish on the earth, that, yeah, okay, you cherish that on the earth, but you have to look above. It's the treasures from above that that's gonna be with you for eternity. I may be saying that wrong, but you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But yeah, y'all, I don't want to make this video too long. You know, I just wanted to give y'all that message from me to you. You know, I'm talking to myself. I'm venting to myself. I'm learning how to be my own therapist. You know what I'm saying? I talk to the Lord. People probably see me talking to myself and think I'm crazy, but I'm talking to the Lord. And I be talking to myself, but talking to myself is talking to my soul. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all, be humble. There's no such thing as being too humble. Make sure you show gratitude. Appreciate what it is that you do have, because let me tell you something. It's a blessing and it's a privilege. Believe it or not. All right? All right. I love y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next video tomorrow night, okay? And I got to get this to work. If I don't post a video tomorrow night, just know I'm going to post one very, very soon. Please don't quote me. Yeah, don't hold me accountable to that, please. Love y'all. Peace and blessings.